welcome back. I'm your host, Gina, and for those of you who just tuned in, you missed the fabulous performance by Nichelle J. Mongo. And right now, we're going to get a little comfortable with her and talk about what's going on.
We're going to dig a little deeper, just like what we do with all our guests. We give our guests a chance to shine, hence the name, Shine.
So we asked them a few questions, and they respond, and we get a little dialogue going. So, welcome back. And right now, we're going to ask you...
Nichelle.
Oh, go ahead.
Nichelle. All right. As a singer, as a performer, as a teacher from Berkeley, correct? Am I getting correct me if I'm wrong?
Yes,
even if we're on camera. With the artists that you see out there in the world right now, do you think that they are morally responsible for some of the music that they put out? Like, how do we go from, oh girl, I'd be in trouble if I left you now, to, you gonna think I'm being in sex?
Yeah, that's problematic. I know from an artist standpoint, sometimes because of marketing and what different labels are pushing to put out, the artists don't have some kind of control. But if you're a strong-minded artist, I think I'm a strong-minded artist. I also think Alicia Keys is a strong-minded artist. You should take some responsibility for what you're putting out there, because there are little kids that listen to radio.
Yes.
They're like the highest consumer, as a matter of fact. And I don't look fondly on a 3-year-old singing, "Think I've invented sex." Well, what in the world do you know about sex? You're 3 years old.
My grandmother heard my little cousin.
Right.
She was like, "You better stop inventing."
Right.
Right.
And some of my little students, "You think I've invented sex?" No. What is 4 times 4, buddy? You know what I mean? So I think that artists are responsible somewhat and somewhat not.
So, how long have you been singing, and what's your first memory of you singing?
I've been singing since age 2, and my first memory was at age 2 when I sang a solo in church. I believe there were about 400 people there, and my mom said I wasn't nervous. I don't remember being nervous. I just was out there, la 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 la, or whatever I sang.
I was singing.
She was singing it up. So do you write your own music, or like in the performance you remade 2 songs, but have you wrote your own music before?
Yep, I am a songwriter.
Oh, cool.
And some of my music can be heard on my MySpace page. I like to arrange and rearrange songs also.
Okay.
I like to sing popular songs my way, because I'm not like one of those, like one of those scorcher singers.
Yeah.
I like to just sing and be melodious and whatnot. So I like singing different versions of popular songs. That version of Weak was just made by Gretchen Parlato. And I said, wow, that's my style. I can sing that.
You should have seen us over here. We were over here jamming, about to sing along with it.
Wow.
Oh my
We
goodness! It was about to
Brought
come
the
on
soul
some
back.
flowers and candy real quick. Can I go hold this? So, do you perform at any venues or parties? Locally, nationally?
I do, actually. Speaking of which, tomorrow, Thursday, I'll be at Verve Lounge for the Lifted reunion.
Okay.
Ooh, that's
I
great.
sing with the world-famed Glory Gospel Singers, in which I travel around the world touring and singing gospel music. And I also sing background for Doobie Powell, who's also a world-famed artist. And I'm all over the place.
See, internationally known. We got internationally known guests
And
on
that's
here.
it. Yes, we do.
Just not somebody, with a can I'm going to sing, or mama, I want to sing, That's what people do that. Everybody's not a singer. I try to support everybody. But, everybody can't sing. Even the artists that we have out here now. Like we were talking about, just a few minutes ago, about the artists being morally, responsible for some of their music. There's a lot of garbage that's out there, quiet as cat. But what makes you unique from any other artist that's out there?
I'm true to myself, I believe. I won't settle for anything less than what's classy, respectable, and I also take into account that not just people in my age group are watching me. People from all over the world and all different age brackets are watching me, and so I have to present myself in such a way that's not a carbon copy of the next person. Like, I love every artist out there for whatever they're doing, but they're already out there doing it. So I want to set myself apart and be Nichelle.
That's right.
You know,
Nobody likes a copycat.
No, they don't. But before you developed your own style, when you were young, you started at 2, but who do you remember when you were young and thinking, I want to be like them, or they influenced you to be a singer? Do you remember?
Everyone from the gospel circuit. There were the Clark sisters, Mighty Clouds of Joy, Shirley Caesar, all those. And from the secular circuit, there was folks like Brian McKnight, Whitney Houston, India Ari.
Old Whitney, right?
Oh, yeah, old Whitney.
I like Whitney now,
saying,
too.
I like Whitney.
I like Whitney now, too.
Whitney.
All around Whitney.
Like that.
You know, her life goings is a testament to everybody going through the same thing. So I like her.
Yeah.
As I said, I like everyone, of course, the Jacksons. I like everybody for something. And as far as the uniqueness of my voice, I don't listen to a lot of female singers to acquire my sound. I listen to a lot of instrumentalists, you know, like saxophone players, pianists, guitarists, to form different licks that are not so common.
Okay. You mentioned earlier that you're a songwriter. Where do you go to find your lyrics? Anything personal that brings your lyrics to beat, or you just write for something you've seen or heard?
All of the above, actually.
Okay, cool.
Of course, life experiences, different hurts or trials, or even happy events. I wrote a particular song called You Can't, watching the Tyler Perry movie.
Oh, cool.
I think it was I Could Do Bad All by Myself or something.
Which was actually
Yes,
a good
we
movie.
It was
can.
a great movie, yep.
You mean
And then there was
Weekend.
another one I wrote watching Spider-Man. So it's different things that inspire my writing. So.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Well, according to our producer, you're about to go on tour in Japan, you know, across seas. Tell us about that. Are you excited? Like, of course you're excited. You know,
Yeah.
you're like, I'm going across
I
continent.
know. Get out of America's box, which is a good thing.
Out of America. It will be my second time going to Japan
cool.
with the Glory Gospel Singers.
Okay.
And shame on me because I didn't do my homework on the Glory Gospel Singers. And I just kind of went on with the group and whatnot. You know, my friend that went to school with me, you know, made the connection and said, you know, come audition for the group, blah, blah, blah. And when I finally did do my homework, I said, whoa, this is a phenomenal feat. Are you serious?
Great experience.
And they're world fame in Europe, Japan, Germany, all over the place. And so I count it an honor and a privilege to be able to travel the world with them and spread the good news, basically, you know. I need a bit of that these days.
Yes.
That's true.
Speaking of that, we have a question of the day. You know, the question of the day was violence, youth violence. Who's responsible? You know, whether is it the parents, is it our youth, is it, you know, our movies, music, you know, in general? What's your opinion on the topic?
Let us know.
My opinion about the violence happening today, the blame is going to be placed on leadership,
Okay.
media, and the youth somewhat, because in urban communities you often find broken homes where there's only one parent, and if that parent is out working trying to make a means for the family, why are the kids acting like knuckleheads? You know what I mean? Why is there guns around? You know what I mean? And then leadership, I fault leadership because I think that they often pacify the children's bad behavior from the time they're youth, you know, when they're little, like, oh, F you, Mom, or whatever the case may be, and they're going around saying, oh,
thinking
that's
it's a joke.
cute.
That's
I
cute.
wish
That's
my
not a
mother
joke.
would.
That's
Are
not
you
cute.
serious?
I
Sit
so
down
agree.
somewhere with some dial soap in your mouth and do your ABCs. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I think all of them are partly to blame, and I think the cycle of violence repeats itself every 10 years because you have a whole slew of folks that go to prison and they come out bitter and then they start it over again. It's like, no way.
Well, we want to thank you again for coming, touching the stage with your
Pretty
talent.
much.
Of course.
Again, this is Nichelle J. Mongo, and right now we're going to cut to a break. So stay tuned, Boston. We'll be right back after these brief messages.
This is Trey. This his crew. Here he is, what he do. Sitting here hugging the block and smoking weed. Hands spinning on the clock. Look at Trey. He never leaves. Just sit day and day and day and day. Do his time, listen to his man's rhyme. Tell him how to be a man. He listens out, but ain't got no plan. He only listens, never plays, never think, never say what he wants or what he needs. Just sit some more and smoke that weed. I wonder if he'll ever leave.
Hey girl, ¿qué pasa? My weekend was crazy, from what I can remember. Wait. Slow down, Chica. Take it easy. A what? A picture of me? Who sent it to you? How did she get it? I'm not even friends with her. You gotta send it to me now. This must have been from Saturday night. I was so high. Who do you think got it?
And welcome back to Shine, where you get the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. We'd like to thank our guest, Nichelle J. Mongo, once again for coming on, giving her insight. Educated black woman, from Berkeley, plays her own instruments, about to go on tour in Japan. Thank you again. Thank you.
You got to come back.
My pleasure.
Oh my goodness, it's definitely an honor. But right now, it's that time again where if you want 5 hot topics with the truth and nothing but the truth, we're going to shoot it over to my homegirl, Lily D, with her Staple 5.
Ready for top news.